River Festival. One thing I just want to pass on real quick is that the Columbia Law Review, Columbia University, has called for the cancellation of finals due to police protests, or police present, I should say, amid the protests. One professor has already announced that everybody in their law class, his law class, will receive an A, regardless of what their scores are to this point, and will not be required to take the final exam, which is crazy in a $92,000 a year university. But we're welcoming to the Element Well studio in Collins now Clint Parker, General Manager, Legacy Chevrolet in Collins. I just had to pass that little tidbit on there. Sorry about that.
Sounds like I need a law degree.
Exactly. Just pay your $92,000 and they give you an A, and don't have to show up for the final.
That's not a bad deal to get a degree from a university like that.
Unbelievable. So we got the Okatoma River Festival slated for tomorrow. Of course, we've enjoyed talking to the mayor, Hope McGee Jones, and Sam Whitehead from Priority One Bank. Of course, Marie Shoemake, who's so heavily involved in this event with the Covington County Chamber. Looks like it gets bigger and better every year.
I'm going to tell you what, if Miss Marie ever stops doing this, I don't know who they're going to find to replace her, because she's something. She's a force.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, her passion for this, her vigor, her enthusiasm is absolutely infectious.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to believe that's one of the reasons it's so successful.
I think so. She's a force in the community. I mean, she's been doing this a long time, and I mean, a lot of respect for that lady. She does a lot.
Yeah. Well, you know, when we come do the show, I always receive texts from people that make that same statement.
Oh, yeah.
And offer that same praise for her, and it's well-deserved, of course. So tell us what's going on in your world in the automobile business.
Man, we are stacking them deep and selling them cheap. So, I mean, I don't know any other way to describe it.
Boss says let them go.
That's right. That's right. We don't want to hold on to them.
Well, what's the inventory situation look like? Are we kind of over all this supply chain stuff we've had?
Yeah, there's some models that are still, limited production, but I think for the most part we've restocked on just about everything we sell. Some of the units are, still kind of hard to get. We do have to order some, sometimes, but for the most part, we've got good availability on pretty much everything.
What about financing? What's GM doing for us there to perhaps avoid some of the traditional higher financing?
Right. Well, what they're doing right now is, we've got some specials running through GM, the 1.9% and things like that. So they're trying to help the dealers move some inventory with some specials on, on interest rates. But the rates are starting to move a little bit too. We've seen, we're seeing where, the average 6 months ago was 7 and 8%. Now we're seeing that down closer to 6, sometimes even high 5s.
Okay.
So that's helping out also. So as long as they'll free that money up, we'll be in good shape.
And based on the news this morning about unemployment, the 10-year was trickling down, which of course is what most of traditional financing is tied to. So I think we'll see those rates continue to move south. What about demand? Is it strong?
Yeah, demand's still high. I mean, we've only been in this community for a little over a year now, and our numbers have grown every month. We're hoping to get to the numbers that our other stores are doing. It's just going to take a little time. We got to get our name out there. I mean, we've still got people in the community that don't know that we're Legacy Chevrolet. So I mean, it'll take a little time, but we'll get there. Yeah.
What about just your customer base, Clint? Do they come primarily from the Covington County and Collins area, or do you draw people from elsewhere?
It's all over. We just sold a couple from Arkansas yesterday.
Really?
So yeah, I mean it's amazing. People drive. I mean, we're a little different. We're volume. So it's nothing to see $9,000 and $10,000 off vehicles on our lot.
Okay.
So when people get that are doing true internet shopping, they're just looking for the best deal. So when they see that, like the folks from Arkansas, I mean, they drove in yesterday and picked their vehicle up and left. And I hope they made it home. Haven't talked to them today, but we see a lot of out of state business, and then there is a lot of from this community. That's the Chevy brand. Is been strong in this community for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think the GMC brand is growing in the community, but the Chevy brand, I mean, it's got a foothold here. So I don't think that's going to disappear. In
the minute we got left, what about the service after the sale?
I'm real happy with our service department. We've grown. We've hired some new techs. I got a new service manager, and they seem to be holding it down. So, I mean, they can handle pretty much anything now. We got the right people in place.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations on all your success. And I know you're going to be looking forward to the big Okatoma River Festival tomorrow. Appreciate you coming on. Thank
you for having me.
Yeah, man. Clint Parker, General Manager, Legacy Chevrolet in Collins, has been